used one of these Roman leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did it.
And actually, yes, it was a sample, but I tried to lift one big block of rock with the normal one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
And
then I used the
Roman
one, and it was very.
Yeah. And they used like a 20-ton block as well.
I don't know.
Because I think
No,
this
no,
one
the
is
Romans,
this one is nearing the 15 tons, I think.
yeah. More or less.
Yeah.
It's smaller than the other.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the
width.
depth.
I
don't
don't
know.
yeah.
I have no clue. We can try to make this one. This one is huge. Well, and we have almost.
Look, man, here you can get a good look at how thick this thing is.
Oh, so you see that it's 50 centimeters or less.
This is like almost 80, 90.
And that's the hole that we saw before.
Yeah, this is this thing we just were looking up there when we were standing. Yeah, but
Look at these ones. So it depends. They are not all the same, but you can see the you can look.
yeah, a lot of natural fractures already here. Yeah.
The important external surfaces are very sharp, but the internal ones, or at least this one, look.
It's a little bit rounded, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still is.
Could have been erosion, of course. We don't know the full history.
Erosion on fracture. You know,
Yeah.
there's no way to gather rock. No,
They even
fracture.
put a
That's
nail
is-
inside.
Yeah. It's 1 meter and 20 centimeters. There.
Yeah, and this goes all the way down. This one single piece. Oh, well, let's take it from here.
It's 90. Let's see. I mean, it's not 10 centimeters that changes
The
yeah.
mass a lot. Yeah.
So
Like 160
160 per 120
per 90. So about 5 tons, I think. Maybe a little bit less, 4.5.
1.6 per. I'm measuring that one. The big one.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah, I want.
That's the start.
Yeah, basically a little bit more this way, like this.
So it's 150 per 240.
And how thick do you think this thing is? So let's say 60 centimeters, maybe 70. On the thickest part 75, on the thinnest part 45, maybe a little bit thicker for
Can you
50.
read
If I can read it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nah, let's say
Yes, let's say
on
1
average.
meter.
Let's
1 meter.
thick.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We are not considering the parts that are on top of the wall, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we cannot see, and it probably extends like half a meter that way,
Yeah,
half a meter
so
that way.
This is also a conservative.
Yeah, we have to try to be as conservative as possible.
So we thought that it was 240 times 150
Times 1.
Okay, let's see. Times 2.7.
So you measured the
Nine, at least.
9 tons, and you measured this white thing like 240,
250.
250, and that was without this stuff,
Yeah.
without
So
the
let's
excess.
say 350.
So it's definitely more than 10 tons.
3.5 times 10 tons.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is not too much. The 250, it's 350 times 150.
And now you're taking the extra parts we cannot see, yeah, and you're basing it at half a meter on both sides.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 10, 15 tons.
Mm-hmm. That's really impressive, man.
And you see the style is completely different. If you compare
And what do they say? That the Romans built this?
No,
No,
it's
huh?
pre-Roman.
It's pre-Roman, huh?
Yeah. If you see the outer wall
I'm happy that
is
they actually
more flat than the inner wall, than the inner part of the wall.
say. Yes.
And if you think about what we saw up there, that there were these flattened on the outside.
Yeah, and
so,
rough on the
yeah.
inside. Yeah.
So probably they started to build it like this.
So you expect to find a straight face on the other side of this?
No. They started to build the wall with the rounded blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started, you see, to put the
Flat
blocks on
flat
top,
blocks. Yeah.
just to, I don't know.
Yeah, I would expect that they would just continue to cut it like.
No, imagine that you start to build a wall, with blocks.
Yeah.
Okay, then you have this sort of Mediterranean to the equator, you know,
Yes.
and the temperate.
Yeah. The stable climate.
They are all monotheistic religions. So the Christians,
Yeah.
the Jews,
Mm-hmm.
the Muslims.
Yeah.
When you move in the
Scandinavian area,
then you have
multiple gods.
yes.
Yeah.
Because if you are in
But
the
if you go
desert,
more back in time, they also speak about multiple gods, like plural. Even in the Bible, you can find plural god stuff.
yes, but still you have the emperor in Egypt, which is
The
God.
pharaoh. Yeah, the
Yeah,
pharaoh was the
pharaoh
god.
is God.
And you also had it here in
And
the.
he's the son of the sun. He's the son of
Yeah,
the sun.
yeah.
So,
It's the son of Horus.
yeah.
It basically is, or how do you say, the reincarnation of Horus. Yeah.
Because just think about it. What it's always there. And
You see this difference? This is the light stuff, and then actually that looks like the bedrock again. That they carved out the bedrock and then
yes,
transported
probably.
it, or maybe it's some kind of oxidation process. But you can definitely see that is darker than
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it almost looks like the
sometimes
same as
it
the
depends
bedrock.
on the. I told you, maybe the strata is
Yeah.
different. Look, the cat is having a shit.
Crap.
Hey, they usually want some privacy, so I think he's
Maybe
sending us a message.
Maybe
like,
it's maybe it's hunting because I think it
no,
spots
it's
something.
hunting.
It's hunting. Let's go.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
poof. See, did he cut it? Kitty. It didn't look like he had it. Hey, pussycat, don't be afraid.
He was just acting.
Yeah, maybe he was, what do you say, practicing.
I'm surprised. I don't know what's that.
No, I
Looks
don't know
like
either.
concrete.
Maybe
it's
maybe
some
old
Roman,
well or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely Roman. You can see it because of the concrete. Yeah, it's a real pity that we don't know a lot about the people that built these things.
While we're having lunch, we can check.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
But
impressive.
in this part of Italy, rocks are almost all the same.
But you know, yeah, but you know what's also quite. You would expect you would put the largest and heaviest blocks on the bottom, and then transport it. Not use the most heavy stuff to
No.
put it up there.
They put in the way they collect it. Because you can't move
Yeah.
these
No.
rocks. I prefer that one on the back.
Yeah,
You know?
you cannot,
Fuck
huh?
you.
No,
you
it's
use
really.
this one.
Yeah.
and-
So you basically take out a piece of the planet and you put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's you catch the meaning of life in my opinion. What life is, why life is useful for Earth. Because
The meaning of life.
the
Like
meaning
what?
of life is
Why
to
are we here?
take
To
big
shape the
blocks
planet.
and put it elsewhere.
You know?
Energy. And that's what the Earth needs to.
You know, there is a.
You just use the heat dispersion Okay. Then you start tectonics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to
Dissipate the energy.
dissipate energy,
Yeah.
and then life starts. And you start to build this. Why?
You know,
What- what-
a hero of mine. He's deceased right now. He's a comedian from America called George Carlin, and he once said, "The reason we are here, the Earth wanted plastic."
Okay.
So,
That's yes.
so you build it like you take it out of the Earth, and that really makes sense, and it will save you so much trouble by figuring out how you want to put the blocks. And actually, when you look at it, it makes sense, you know, because there are a lot of more time. It's like this, this,
and then they just
all.
yeah. Maybe also the one on the bottom. That's definitely the layering.
And you see this this gray band.
No, I think
It's
that's-
water
yeah,
seeping
it's-
down, and
yeah,
it's leaving some kind of marks.
I think so. Maybe there was some infilling there,
Also, when you
and it reacts differently with water.
yes. So you might so you really think that that was one block?
I think so. Maybe these two for sure. One or two.
These two.
Yeah.
But
You
they
see-
but
you
they
see
you
the-
think they put it there like one?
No.
No, huh?
Two,
They
two
put it in
lines.
two.
You see the shape.
Yeah.
I don't think they carved like this.
No.
It goes like this by itself.
It's really something else, man. But it really makes sense that you put it how you take it. But when you take it out of the ground, yeah, this quarry is like a big face, and you take it out this whole face because you think you start when you quarry out the stuff, you start from the top, you quarry down. But when you have to take everything out, you put
I
down the
don't think
stuff
they
that is on the
poured it-
bottom.
I don't think they poured it like this. They just took it from the ground. And,
Like it was already a rock face.
yeah. Now imagine that if this block fall, it's full of minor fractures. If you come here.
Yeah, there are a lot of fractures.
So if it fall, it will break in 1,000 pieces. So you can't.
Oh, it's really fragile actually.
Yeah.
Just
So I worked in a travertine quarry, and what they did is to cut this, let's say, 10 meters per 10 meters per 3 meters slices.
yes.
Then with the machine they push it down, and
And it falls and it breaks
and breaks. So what
into
was,
pieces.
yeah, it breaks only what it was already broken.
Yeah.
so
So
what-
only the weak parts they
Yeah,
snap, and
what is
left.
Left is the best.
Yeah, and it's
part.
and it's also the puzzle. You can put
Yeah.
it together again, just like this. It really makes sense. But still, man, transporting these big
Yeah, it's
blocks,
not easy.
no, it's really something else. All right, let's have a. You want to sit in the shade for like 2 minutes because it would be really nice.
Okay.
So this is like 90. And then can you hold it there?
So
350. 350 by 90 on the inside. Let's say one. Yeah.
So 1 by 350 by 1.
By 1. So
350.
350 times the 2.7.
It's 10. 10 tons.
10 tons.
More or less.
10 fucking tons. Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah, 10 tons. Yeah, it's really impressive, man. Giant blocks. This is also something. You see this band? When you go to Peru, to Cusco, they actually have incorporated some animal figures like a snake and an eagle into the into the buildings. Yeah, into the blocks. And this actually kind of looks like almost if it's a snake or something. You see, because it curves really nicely around. Maybe they did it here as well.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell, of course. It's really impressive, man. Yeah, single block with a fracture, so it was probably not. They couldn't use it anymore. They left it here, maybe, or it came maybe from the top, or like you said. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. And here again, this hole that they filled up. But I don't think the stone was in there. It was not so thin. I don't think so.
Maybe they put like some artifacts or some sculpture. I don't know. Maybe it was decorative. And, now it's missing.
But it's always funny to see that you all around the world, when you have these kinds of constructions, they use this filler work, and no one ever tried to restore it the original way, because it's
because they you have to keep what is original and what is modern for the future.
oh, so that they know.
Yeah.
I mean, oh,
It
so
must be recognized.
okay. So they can tell that you can really tell the difference of the age. Yeah.
Però cioè non devono stare un attimo tranquilli, quello è il problema. Vabbè, se no li faccio